I saw it in the Washington Post saying that, we've got this double sexing of fish. So when I saw it in the Washington Post, I thought, okay, this is actually stuff's coming out of the labs. This is actually happening. This is now getting on everyone's radar. So I thought I need to do the story.
This is where male bass have been found to have eggs.
Since they've been able to see things much closer under microscopes and measure things more closely, they're finding that there are a certain number of male fish in the river that have both female and male attributes.
What you do is you get someone who knows what they're talking about, who can break it down and just say, this is what's happening.
I'm a fish pathologist with the U.S. Geological Survey. I've worked for the Department of the Interior for about 25 years. Researching fish disease research, probably 30 years. Working with the endocrine disruption, about 10 years. These are areas of mature sperm, and then these larger cells are the immature eggs. We had seen it before, but not in the high prevalence that we were seeing it in the Potomac. There are some fish that are naturally hermaphroditic, and there are some fish that actually change sexes during their life. Smallmouth bass are not one of those. They should be one sex or the other.
It's a real mystery right now about what's causing this condition, with a lot of great suspects.
They're finding trace elements of all kinds of things that we really don't want to drink, and certainly the fish don't want to live in.
The chemicals that are in wastewater treatment effluent from human use.
But there's also a lot of things that prescription medicine, estrogen, and those kinds of things that are actually in measurable quantities in the water now.
Certain chemicals leach from plastics.
Could be pharmaceuticals.
Chemicals like triclosan that are in personal care products, our shampoo, our toothpaste, things like that.
Might be caused by pesticides and herbicides.
And then from the ag side, there's also the natural hormones that are excreted by animals that get into our aquatic systems.
These male bass spend all their time 24/7 in the water. It's the same water that more than 90% of Washington, D.C. residents get their drinking water from.
We fish it. A lot of people float it in boats. Places like River and Trail Outfitters, do float trips down the river, and, people recreate on it a lot.
People are fishing. A lot of people, that's their livelihood. People move to this area. People swim in the Potomac. They eat the fish out of the Potomac. It's the river that runs through us.
Our children now enjoy getting out with me, getting out and walking along the river. What impacts is it going to have on their health? And in both of their cases, including our daughter, what is it going to mean for her children in another 20, 30, 40 years?
Is what's going on with the fish an indicator of potential human health problems down the road?
Do you care about the world you're leaving to your children? How poisonous do you want it to be? How freaky do you want the world to be for your children? It's nasty. I'm sorry, it's just nasty. And now we have this freak fish thing occurring. You've got to wake up and pay attention to that. So you have to be aware, and you have to become an advocate and an activist, even just for your own self and for your family.
If you want to make a difference and have your voice heard, please sign our petition by going to fishmystery.com.
Anything we can do that improves the fish's life in the water is going to do nothing but improve our lives.
The government is your employee. You have got to tell the government what you need it to do.
So the petition calls on Congress to provide additional funding over the next several years for research.
And the chemical analysis is very expensive.
Are you okay with fish, male fish that also have female, is that okay for you? Is any of this okay?